Alrighty, so we are back at it with this video of Michelle, and now we've exported it as you guys saw previously, and we've got all green bars. Now we're going to do the Instagram, which is probably what a lot of you are here for, to make it vertical. So what we're going to do is you're going to go up to sequence, get your project open, and you're going to go to sequence settings. My bad. There's something where it does auto sequence. Let me show you here. If you, for example, are on a tripod, or you have your camera sitting on a tripod and you're out dancing, if you're not too close but not too far away, you can hit auto reframe here, and it'll actually track you, the subject, without you having to do any keyframes. And I can show you guys that in another video, but otherwise you have to go to sequence settings. Like if it's going to be a gimbal, this is very important to remember. If it's going to be someone with a gimbal and a dancer, so you have two moving objects, you're going to have to manually do it, because you could do auto reframe sequence, but depending on how you've filmed the entire thing, it could lose focus on the subject, and then it always shifts back to center. So if you guys want to see, also, you want to choose a new target aspect here. It's going to ask you. So I normally do like ratio 4:5, which is 1080 by 1350, because I like it a little bit wider. Now you can do reels. I have this written down, by the way. I recommend you have like a little sticky notepad next to your computer or whatever you're editing on, because you just get sick and tired of trying to remember, and Adobe is always going to ask you this. So if you want it in reels format, it's 1080 by 1920, and that's 9.16 or 9 by 16, as you can see right here. So I think for the sake of reels, I might just do that, because when you go to actually post something on reels on Instagram, it takes a little bit off that. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but it actually cuts a little bit more off of the reel. So that's why it's good. I'm going to click 9 by 16. We're going to do that. You can leave this on either default or faster motion is fine, because it's going to be tracking them. You can leave the sequence name alone. Nest clips, this will keep motion. Oh, this is just like any previous motion. So we're just gonna put don't nest. We don't have any motion adjustments already, but if you do have like some kind of motion adjustments, then it won't mess with it. If you click this one, it looks like this will keep motion adjustments but remove transitions. So yeah, we definitely don't want to do that, because we want our transitions there. So that's why it's kind of difficult. I mean, I'm going to show you guys, and you're going to see. Now, see how it turns it vertical. And over here, usually on the right, let me click off of this. Usually there's a little blue bar. Oh, here it is. It's kind of cut off below my screen recording, but you can't see it, but it says analyzing for auto reframe, but you can see this blue bar. Once this blue bar reaches all the way to right here, then it'll be good to go. Don't try and play it either right now, because it gets real choppy, and it kind of slows it down. So wait till it's fully loaded. Now you notice here too, it's red on the top, so we're gonna have to render it all over again. But I mean, for time saving purposes, I am going to render that, and I might do a little bit of talking while it's loading. and it could be it could be a shorter render. We'll see how big it is, because it's a smaller, it's not the entire screen now. You know, it's 1080 by 1920. So we'll just wait till this loads, and we're going to hit play, and I want to show you, this is what it's going to automatically track Michelle, or it should. But you'll see sometimes it gets caught. It's not perfect, you know. It's like AI, but it's not perfect yet. So let's see. Let's go full screen. We'll see if we can get it to play once on this red. So let's hit play here. So we may have to render this, but I mean, you can already see it's kind of messing up. See, because it's kind of tracking the mountain. But the real test will be the dancer. I mean, I can already tell I don't like this. It's just like, it's like stretchy. That was weird what it was doing. So like this is perfect, because you know there's nothing behind her. The field of depth, like she's the only person, she's the only thing in the way. But you know, also this is why you want to film with everything. It depends on your intention too. In the middle of your frame or in your screen. Yeah, see, now it's kind of having problems here. Let me hit pause for a sec. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to just render just this one part. So we're going to go, remember, whatever part you want to render, you're going to hit in, come over here, and it'll magnetize. It magnetizes to each little tick up on the top here, or this is like each frame basically. So watch, and notice when it lights up, that's a good indicator when to let go of the mouse. So we're going to put O. Now this section on top, and you can drag this too, but I'm not going to drag it right now. We're going to go to sequence, go to render in and out. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, because I just want you guys to see what I'm talking about here, because auto reframe is nice typically only when you have a tripod set up. Again, you can try and do it with a gimbal, and that's like the cheater shortcut way. But I don't recommend that, so just keep that in mind. Like you're gonna have to do it manually, and I'm gonna show you what the manual way is here in a sec. I want to show you this because it's you know, it's important that you guys know what some of these key features do. So it's saying it's gonna take like 6 minutes, so I will be back shortly here and we'll continue, so stand by.